can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Now here's Parker. And the pass to Monroe. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Monroe's got the opening basket of the game for the Bucks. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Parker dishes to Middleton. Back to Parker. Misses from close range. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And it's Antetokounmpo. Penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Love the pass to Thompson. Here's Irving. Back to Thompson. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Parker, right side. Offensive rebound. Monroe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monroe's got his second basket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Irving kicks to Thompson. On the wing, James. Defended by Middleton. And that one's good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight. And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Thompson dishes to Love. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee ball. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The feed now to Monroe. And he uses the glass on the layup. Monroe's got 6. We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Here's Parker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Jabari.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter-Williams. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Irving can't hit.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Vaughn's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mo Williams is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova kicks to Teletovic. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. On defense, Cleveland trailing by 5. Dellavedova, the pass to Teletovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Wizards. Outside Williams. Here's Shumpert. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Shumpert's got his first 2 points of the night.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Plumlee is checked in for Vaughn. James dishes to Williams. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. LeBron against Plumlee. Over to the wing. Teletovic in the corner. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. LeBron kicks to Williams. Launches a 3. Rebound by Dellavedova. Here's the mayor. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top. as they wrap up the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Shumpert in the 3 spot.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
Ennis passes to Carter Williams. He dishes it to Plumlee. Stolen by Thompson. Irving attacking. Here's Shumpert. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And for Tyler Ennis, first-round draft pick last season, never got to see quality minutes, averaged only about 12.5 minutes per game. I think a lot of promise. I think people feel that he's got a very high ceiling.
Yeah, you know, a lot of scouts felt he needed another year of college. So in some respects, you could say last year was that for him. It's still an adjustment period. And you know, let's face it, you could say that about a lot of guys who come out as freshmen, but Ennis in particular.
You know, on the topic of Tyler Ennis, he had neither the strength nor the jump shot to make a difference last year. He also turned the ball over way too much. I mean, that's a bad combination for your point guard. It'll be interesting to see if he can regroup and have a better second season.
And talking about Tyler Ennis, he's not the most athletic guard or the tallest, but he has a gigantic wingspan. He's not a natural shooter, but he's instinctive and loves to take charge at big moments. So, complicated prospect. You really need a crystal ball to predict his future.
Kicks to Irving to end the drought. No good. So, Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Monroe. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Carter Williams can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Cavaliers substitution.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Milwaukee leads by 12. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mo Williams is checked in for Irving. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
A different look for Milwaukee. Vasquez, he's checked in for Carter Williams. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Antetokounmpo. And Cleveland with a change here, too. LeBron's checked in for J.R. Smith. Now here's Parker. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. On defense, Cleveland. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Dellavedova.
Matthew Dellavedova.
The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And the Bucks lead by 14.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Dellavedova kicks to Monroe.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Parker. Williams with the block. They get it back. Dellavedova from outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with his play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. The mayor comes in for Parker. And Mirza Teletovic subbed in for Chris Middleton. Offensive rebound.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he cashed that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
That's his first personal
And
foul.
even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
LeBron James.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's the mayor. And it's blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by James. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here's the mayor. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. second half about to start here in just a few moments. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Good quarter from LeBron. 13 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo up there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Parker. And it's Monroe in the center.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Middleton for three. A three ball. And that is good. Middleton's got 5. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
And here is Antetokounmpo following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Here's Carter-Williams. Can't hit. Cavaliers go the other way with him. 13 feet away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by LeBron. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. LeBron's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 8. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And he gets it to go. Parker's got 8 points.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do. And, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Monroe, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a game for Parker. He's got 8 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shot from the low block. And it's Antetokounmpo with the bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Outside Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Offensive rebound. Irving. There's the dish to Thompson. Irving with a clean look. Tries yet again. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Middleton. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That's his first
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
shooting from Milwaukee.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And some changes here for the Bucks. John Henson's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Antetokounmpo. Cleveland also making some changes. Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Now here's Williams. Outside jumper. Cleveland moving the ball around. That cuts the lead to single digits. That's 7 points for Kevin Love.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Dellavedova kicks to Carter Williams. Milwaukee, no good that time either. All going up court. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Williams.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture. Things in the air.
Bucks leading by 7. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And on the rim. Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Williams for three. Another miss by Williams. Dishes it to Carter Williams. And it's Kevin Love with the... foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 9. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And so it's Milwaukee with it. At one point, they led by 16. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard. It's LeBron with the drive. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists tonight. Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Teletovic. Boom, he jams it straight down.
taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
On the wing, Irving. No good on the three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Parker's checked in for Milwaukee.
Jabari Parker.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 8.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
Some information for us, Doris.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And thank you, Doris. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Kevin Love.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Here's James, and there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's his first foul. Milwaukee on D. At one point, they led by 16. And here's James outside. No luck. Great D that time for Middleton. Bucks leading by 5. Antetokounmpo against Irving. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. And that'll be his third foul so far.
2 points for Chris Middleton.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. That's good.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Irving passes to LeBron. From deep. But they get it back. Smith kicks to LeBron. Three-pointer. Back to Smith. Here's the 3. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Here's Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Thompson. Lets it go from the wing. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Shots good by Middleton.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Carter Williams. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Channing Frye's checked in for Kevin Love. On defense, Cleveland. 7-point differential. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And James with the basket on the assist from Channing Frye. And that's now 29 points for LeBron. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Smith dishes to Thompson. Irving for 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James. That misses off the backboard. Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my day.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
A minute 20 left to play here in the 4th. Kept alive. And Thompson kicks to Smith. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And the dunk by Parker.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Antetokounmpo. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And a missed layup. And here is LeBron. And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. And here's Frye from the arc. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's the mayor. And the miss. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they